a super quick turnaround here, so we're going to try and keep things short and get things right. But proud of our guys today. You guys know I've been coaching a long time, and what Howard did defensively was something I don't recall seeing it actually, where it's an aggressive matchup zone, and they're taking things away, and they're really flying around with great quickness. We may not see that type of quickness all year long. And so we found a way, and we had all kinds of plans. Some of them worked, some of them didn't. But it came down to play ball, and we played ball when we needed to. Up until they made a few shots at the end, I think our defense was really good the whole time. We forced 17 turnovers, high percentage, but 17 turnovers was part of that. So just a good performance defensively. Then off the bench, you look at the 21 and the 14, I believe, that we got out of DJ and Mark Donnell, and that's what we needed last year, if you recall, that who was going to be 6'7", come off and really give us something. And they really did a good job.
Kevin, you want to start us
off? Coach, you just mentioned it, DJ. He's flirted with the double-double the past 2 games. I know you said you're expecting his role to increase this year, but were you expecting this type of production?
Well, no, we've been seeing it in practice a little bit, and there's still a lot of things to his game we're working on, like that half-court pass. But he's getting more and more comfortable on the perimeter, but as long as he's going in to rebound the way he is, he should be able to rebound with that length. And so he's a guy that we can run to the rim. He actually is a very good outside shooter as well. But, yeah, I think this is really good to see him having fun out there playing. Gives a great option in the offense and defense. He's like, I hopefully over time he'll become a stopper for us.
Chris?
Were you concerned at all in the beginning of the game? I mean, you guys started 0 for 6, didn't score for more than 5 minutes. Were there nerves? It's just an opener. I mean, what were your thoughts on it?
It wasn't that at all. It was their defense. It was very confusing to us in the beginning. We had a package coming in. We tried to run it. They took some things away, and then we missed some shots, but. No, I think it's for, the first game, their quickness, we don't practice against that quickness every day. And it threw us for a little bit of a loop, and I always love that. We just need to make a couple shots and then we're fine. But am I concerned? I'm concerned for 40 minutes of every game. So if people ever ask that, I'm always concerned.
Hey, Coach. Go ahead, Brett.
Between Mark Donnell and Mo Wagner, you obviously made the decision to start Mo today, but I thought at least Donnell was sort of better in terms of rebounding.
Right.
I think he ended up with more points. So do you kind of know going forward, how you're going to split up their minutes, or is it just going to be who has the hot hand?
I think who's the best for us to win the game. And it won't be about offense. It won't be about defense. Rebounding is huge for us. But Mo can do some really good things, and he's working on some things. But their quickness getting underneath him bothered him today, and so he's a work in progress. Mark has really done some good things for us in the past. He's still working at improving, but he'll be there. And Teskey, we used the red shirt tonight on Teskey already. Just watch; he's going to see more minutes as well. That's the plan if he keeps developing.
John, a lot of free throws both ways in the second half, especially. It worked out in your favor percentage-wise. Do you think the guys sort of handled the way the game was called okay?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't expect to be looking over and see 4 of our 5 starters on the sidelines. Not 4 of our 5, but DJ was there too. But I was happy we get Sean in there. We had Ibby and Exum at the same time, and that's really when we took the lead. So yeah, this is the way the game's going to be called, and we know that. And we just got, some of it were hustle plays where we just got to dive on a loose ball. We just got to get there. We just got to get on our face and get the ball. That way, if you're reaching for it and the guy grabs the ball and you touch him, that's where a lot of those fouls came.
Andrew?
You mentioned Teskey. Did you get to talk to Austin about it?
I talked to Austin, and I said we can make this decision at any time as we go forward. For right now, I think it's best now. But he was ready. I said, this is... if something happened, because catastrophic happens in the game, right? Then you're gonna have to make a quick call. I want you to know this because it is a big thing. But we're trying to protect him. But he had a full workout today. He did a full weightlifting session. The plan right now is only use it, only put him in there if we think he's going to see big minutes because the 3 are there, and that's a little bit going to the forward that he would be in a different class.
Okay, and then as far as Derek, you had said you wanted to see him hunt shots more.
Yeah.
Was today an
Yeah,
example of
yeah,
that?
definitely. I told him that right before the game. I said, Derek, this is a game you're gonna need to hunt out on top. And he made some big shots for us. He had 4 threes. He made some big shots for us. He's got to do it. And there were several times I wanted him to shoot it. So he's gotta have that mentality.
Go back to Chris.
Obviously, there's positives and negatives, but it has to feel good to get a win, start the season.
Yeah. I mean, there was, as I said, I'm concerned about every game, but they took us out of our rhythm a little bit early, and I was concerned a little bit about that game, because we needed to go out and shoot the ball well, but we got to rely on our defense a lot, and probably try and get in transition. We may, IUPUI might play some zone, but we don't see them. We had 100, I think we were one of the leaders in the country in not seeing zone. We only saw 100 possessions in the entire year last year. So that's what, 30, 80, 70 possessions in a game, and that's like 21,000 possessions, is that right? And, or is it 2,100? It's 2,100 possessions. I don't know, but it's a lot of damn possessions that we only saw zone 100 times. So we needed, that's something we had to adjust to.
Mid?
I know you've emphasized running up and down the court this season, but what do you think of your half-court offense specifically?
I thought it was all right, but like you said, how they played, what they played, there is not a plan. They're going to take you out of their plan. They're going to deny passes. It's going to be difficult to run what you want to run. In the second half, when they're in front of me, we usually have a little bit better play calling. In the first half, they're away from us. They're just running it. And so it went good and bad. I don't know if we scored more. I think we scored about the same in each half. But I thought it was just okay. There's a lot of cleanup we got to do. There's a lot of cleanup we have to do.
And you mentioned that Howard played a quick zone.
Yeah.
Is that something you want Simpson and Walton to be doing? Kind of that quick.
Well, we don't play much zone defense. You know this is not just a zone. This is a matchup zone. They're going to foul some. They're going to look like a zone. They're going to foul some cutters. They're going to deny cutters. They'll do really odd things to take you out. There's a bunch of rules that I do not understand. So we try to just play ball. We see it. You know, we thought we'd see it a couple times last year. We didn't, but we sort of have a plan going forward. Even though the plan we had today didn't work, I don't think we'll see one done like that again. And Howard's got a chance. When they get their best player back, they got a chance to win the MEAC and go to the NCAA tournament. So if we're fortunate enough to make it again, we might see it again.
You guys got in a bit of foul trouble today with your guards and guys with like Marr and Duncan Robinson. I think in their press conference a couple of days ago you said you really wanted to keep the rotation tight, but today we saw guys like Sean and Davey getting extended minutes like that. So is there sort of kind of a middle ground between keeping it tight and then preparing for situations like this?
Like you said, the general rule is not just my rule. Most coaches, you get 2 fouls in the first half. There's got to be a compelling reason to put them back in because you're going to get the third, especially, or you're just going to give up layup. So there's going to be times you're going to have to expand it. When you have foul trouble, you have injury. That was one of them. But it would be more like what you saw in the second half as we develop X and Ibby along. There's so much stuff coming at them. Like I said, we just spent a week against the matchup zone that they will not see all year long. So now they're going to see maybe somebody from IUPUI is going to play something else. We got to always adjust. So when they're ready to get in there, we'll think about considering expanding it so that everybody's playing 10 to 20 minutes. But I don't think that will happen anytime soon.
We'll take a couple more about Andrew and then Kevin.
Coach, we're right in.
Right. Thanks.
Mo missed the shot to start the second half, and you took him out, and I saw you talking to him. Was there something else?
No, it wasn't about the shot. It was the first ball screen. He did not pick it up and didn't protect his guard. That's why it came out. It wasn't about missing. I rarely will take a guy out for missing a shot. There was a defensive end of that we had talked about. He knows better, but why did he do that? It's the same as when a quarterback throws an interception and you have to play safety. His mind's on the interception, not on playing safety. His mind was on that missed shot, and he's got to turn over and be a defender at that time.
Thanks.
Kevin.
Coach, just to clarify, it looked in the first half, Derek kind of took that awkward step and came up limping. Yeah. Is there any concern there, and did he say what exactly happened?
We talked to him the whole game, but right now he's going to be in the training room for an hour at least to make sure he gets all kinds of ice, and yet he just misstepped a little bit, a slight tweak. But as you know, if you don't take care of that right away, it could turn into something major.
Right.
So we gotta make sure that he's taking care of it right now, and tomorrow morning, we'll get him up before practice. He'll get probably treatment tonight, 2 or 3 treatments tomorrow, stay off it as well.
Coach, we'll go one more with Brandon.
Today you had, I think it was like 10 steals, 9 steals, and
Yeah.
you mentioned the 17 turnovers. How much of that came from how much progression the team has had from Coach Donovan's defensive issues?
There is a great emphasis right now of getting up and denying passes more, of being more aggressive with our defense, not just containing. And I think that's where some of that comes from. Now, it also, we were like 8th or, the top 10 of the country not fouling last year. But we got those fouls. They missed the fouls. If they make those foul shots, it's a far different game. So we're still got to adjust to playing like that, sort of an up-tempo defense, of being more aggressive and play without fouling.